My name's Julia Collins. I work for Alzheimer Society as part of their dementia support service in Manchester and as a dementia advisor. Alzheimer Society are the UK's largest care and support and research charity in the UK.
Hello, I'm Simon Osbourne and I work for Right at Home UK. Right at Home UK is a large domiciliary care franchise with over 70 franchises in the UK. I am the organisation's dementia specialist, and as such I assist our franchises working with clients living with the experience of dementia and their families. So at Right at Home we have a range of support services for people living with dementia and their relatives. These range from initial domiciliary care, which could be a couple of calls per day, perhaps in the earlier stages of a person's experience of living with dementia, and whilst their needs are perhaps less intense, right through to 24-hour living care as well. We also provide personal care assistance, or if people don't need that but they need more social support, then we can also provide companionship care also to people. As well as our domiciliary care services, we also provide specialist dementia training for all of our caregivers and also in some cases relatives of people living with dementia. That initial training is very much based on the research and the advice of specialist organisations like the Alzheimer Society, but we've recently also introduced our own dementia support programme, of which I'm one of the trainers, which is a more specialist activity-based programme, which is looking to maintain the skills that people with living with dementia have, so that hopefully we can help to reduce the speed of the impact of dementia for the person. The role of unpaid carers is extremely important in the lives of people living with dementia, because those people often provide the support and the care for their loved one when formal services are not being provided. That is also an extension of our focus on at Right at Home on supporting not only the person living with dementia but also their loved ones, their extended family, because of course what we know is that if we provide effective support for the person's social circle, as we might call it, their wider extended family, then we can hopefully maintain all of those relationships.
So yes, at Alzheimer Society we've also got a lot of information available on our website through fact sheets and information booklets, and it's possible to request those to be sent to you directly as well. We also have a service called Companion Calls, and that's matching a volunteer with somebody who's affected by dementia, so it could be a person who's been diagnosed or the person who's their significant carer, and that volunteer giving them a regular call, checking in, seeing how they're doing, but having a chat really, but hopefully that volunteer might be able to recognise if further support's needed as well, and then they've got a good inroad to come directly to our Dementia Support and Dementia Connect services.
So when thinking about communicating with a person living with dementia, it's really important that we start with a focus on them as an individual and how they wish to communicate, what works best for them. Particular words can be important to them, a particular level of content in what we're saying to people, but keeping it simple really, and keeping it focused on them.
It's really important to give the person time to process what is being said to them, keeping sentences short, not overloading somebody with information. It's quite easy for us to say, do you want a cup of tea with milk? And it could just be that all you need there is, do you want a drink? Allow somebody to think, yes, I'd like a drink. Would you like a cup of tea? If you know that they drink tea at that time of day, so as you said, tailoring it to what it is that a person, to a person's communication style, but also to their routine and to who they are as an individual.
When thinking about communication with people living with the experience of dementia, it's also really important to think about non-verbal communication. So what we mainly mean by that is body language, so the way we're sitting, also the level at which we're literally talking to the person, so having good eye contact with them and being on the same level as them.
Yes, being able to recognise that somebody is actually talking to you. Don't shout from another room, for example, and expect to get a response. Don't have your back turned, or as you said, being sat to the side. You need to be facing front, eye contact, give the person time to see that you're going to say something, so that their brain can go, oh, there's a conversation about to happen here. And then, keeping sentences short, giving people the option of yes or no, more important.